basically, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, I always like to pamper myself and take care of myself, and my ex would be like, you already spoiled. And I'm like, is that a bad thing? I love me more. The first person that fell in love with me was me. I taught myself what I'm not gonna accept. And the thing is, like, even when I was on TikTok and it was getting a lot of views, where it's like, okay, I remember not having also money. I had like a 1996 Ford Taurus car, but I felt wealthy and I wasn't smoking, but I would like to eat. Like, I love to eat food. So if I'm working hard doing my job, I even came across friends that would just use me for buying them food. And the thing is, like the Capricorn ex or the Pisces ex, they know I'm the prize. But once you keep doing shit to make me not like you, and then you act confused like why you not liking me, I feel like that's not some bipolar shit. That is some weird mental bullshit. Because I have a friend named Kay, he's a Scorpio, and he'd be like, for someone to see you stick your neck out for them, and then they treating you like shit, they give you the silent treatment, they're choosing when they want to participate in a relationship like it's like a musical chair, like your heart is like some musical thing, like it's a game. Of course it's gonna be game over. Of course you're gonna be done. Of course you're gonna lose feelings for them. They're not having anything for you to hold on to. And most men are holding on because that grip, or that you did for them, they just so infatuated, and it's really sad. And I remember a black man saying on TikTok that many men don't know their worth. It's really easy to please them or get their attention because and there's some people who be healers and they be like, y'all really need to stop watching PORN, like PORN. Y'all need to stop watching that. Because once y'all see a girl shaking butt or wearing clothes, it's like y'all have no self-control. Even when I was a virgin, like, there was nothing hyped about sex. I just didn't want to give it to a person who was going to treat it like it wasn't a gift. And, at 19, I still end up giving it to somebody that treated like it wasn't a gift. But, hey, I feel like I had to go through lessons like, do not settle. Have your high standards, your high expectation. Because I'll meet other people, moms, or people who have a crush, and like they try to make me introduce their parents. These are like past experience. I'm talking about like last year. And I noticed like they moms even giving me the look like, you're too good for my son. So why would I settle for somebody that I'm not going to be infatuated? Like, especially if you try to talk over me, make my opinion feel validated, or be like, no, I am good for you, and not like listen, I understand people want to hold on to a good girl, but excuse me, confirmation right there. Many of these men be trying to hold on to a good woman, 333, as I see this, but you're not even together. You don't even have it together. There was one time where, I wanted to do a lot for people, and I'm learning, like, like I always try to do stuff like, okay, if, let's say, for example, let's just use a story time. Like, we're just gonna make something up. My mom, right? If I'm giving you 1,000 or gonna buy your LLC, why are you settling for somebody that won't do this, won't do that? A lot of people like to make it seem like you're the GD, and it's like, you don't know how many men are so infatuated with me, literally fall in love with me in 3 days or a week. Just how secure my mind is, and how successful I'm going to be, and how I have things planned out. And I don't like that. Because when I don't like you, and all you got to talk about is sex, it's giving you trying to build another attachment. And I am tired going through a lesson where somebody think they can get me attached, and then once I realize it, it's like, you're really not that special. I just put you on this weird fantasy pedestal. even with, like, okay, with me, there was a time where, only this one cancer man understand. Like, we go to the Uno, we go play on the beach, and how you treat me and just being respectful. Like, if I say, hey, can you please not smoke cigarettes around me, and you put it down respectfully, I see that you respect me. It's the small things. Once you doing shit that you feel like once you do shit where you don't want to listen to me, but you want me to do shit for you, whether it's sexual or not, like, I am not doing that. Because, my dumbass wanted to be like, oh, let me be a sneaky link with an ex. And I had to learn the hard way. And I'm glad I learned. Because it's like, hold on. That's why I like that Medea clip where, she was literally preaching to this guy. Like, listen here, nephew. When a woman been hurt before, there's landlines. Meaning, like, you gotta know what the last person did. She might not tell you, but it's your job to figure it out. As I feel like, luckily, I love that I had, when I first started dating, it was women. Because I realized we want compassion, effort, thoughtfulness, someone compassionate. Because some men just be not caring about women feeling. Like, they just go straight in, like, with no emotion to get what they want. And sometimes you gotta be a bully right back. Because, like, why men love bitches? Letting somebody come into you in your life and tell you what to do and tell you that I want you to sleep with me, you are going, like, that sounds very demanding. Almost rapist vibes. I'm not even, like, joking, because it's like, there's a lot of women who went through things where they gave themselves to somebody that they really didn't want to, and then once they did, the person showed them why they shouldn't have fall through. A lot of people don't understand, patience, kindness. Just read the book Why Men Love Bitches, man. And it's not being a bitch, it's just basically being a boss, Like Nicki Minaj said, like I can't trust a guy that just be always talking about, like, that's all you want to talk about. That's how you know the relationship ain't gonna be no relationship. It's gonna be an attachment. I don't care if the mom was saying I'm a boss and this and that, or you got your mom on your side saying I'm not, because I know who I am. As long as you know who you are, nothing else matters what people are saying. That's why I understand when Jada said it. Aaliyah said it, the R&B princess, bro. They look at you like a bee for speaking up your mind and saying how you want things. I don't care what people think. You feel me? There was even like a little joke my family would have, like, oh, I go to Walmart dressed in sweats. I'm not really trying to impress anybody. When you love yourself, you're not trying to, because, like, when I really want to get to know somebody, I'm not being, like, tripping over $40 I spend on a date with a shorty or with a guy. I'm not asking you, like, I even tested somebody where I was talking to Aquarius, like, do you want me to say after the dinner? Because he didn't have the money to buy for the dinner. But this is like the third dinner. Like, the first one he got, the second one he had, the third one he didn't, so I got it. But I'd be like, I think on the second one he said something dumb, where I was trying to, like, show him, like, do you want to come home and, like, da-da-da-da. And it's like, just basically showing you, like, woman is just not something that you could just, it's like your property where you feel like you could just, and just go about. People have feelings, okay? And people don't want to hear this, but men are very emotional too. They just hide it very well. They're so emotional that they, like, I think society set them up by, like, not showing their emotions, that when they do get to show their emotion, they don't know how to control their emotions. Like, they overly clingy. They overly doing too much. It's like, what is the reason of this? Like, if you have feelings for somebody, it's just simply, hey, I have feelings for you, and I may be afraid that you might hurt my heart. Or, you know, I love you, and that's why I'm acting so controlling. Because that's one thing I learned to not do, too. When I got comfortable being bummy, and people start seeing me look like a baddie, a lot of people get, like, very, like, oh, why are you looking good going to work? Listen, I don't know about you, but I'm not trying to say this is a rude thing. This is just my experience. I'm not trying to impress nobody. They ain't really much to impress. You're not going to find the guy that you want in the county that you stay in. Because 10 out of 10, the men in your county got kids they hide in. They don't want to be known or tell the truth that they a baby daddy. You know, like Nicki Minaj, guess who Dusty baby daddies is popping them out and dip my damn motherfucking DMs. Anyways, like, come on now. Because that's one thing all my ex-girlfriends like, that I didn't force them. Like, it wasn't like a top priority. Like, I ain't trying to say I'm like, you know, a horn dog. I'm not trying to be a corn dog. I feel like it's really corny when somebody's just really all the time horny. Like, bro, like, this is like the most realest shit I'm gonna get to. Like, my 1996 Ford Taurus meant a lot to me because it was my grandma's car and it smelled like vanilla. And it, you know, I like chauffeuring my grandma and buying her stuff and taking her here. And, like, I love that people are showing relationship that our grandparents was an example of. My granddad took care of my grandma. My grandma made sure the home was a home. Johnny Mae was taking care of the home, and her husband provide. Grace, husband James, he did not play. Not only he knew how to back up a CDL without looking, got his kids ATV rides, paid for a whole house, made sure the kids and his daughters were straight. I mean, even if the daughters was married, if they needed something, anything from their dad, they got it. Okay? And that's why I love Stacy. I love, you know, their relationship, Amber relationship. Even people will try to, like, because they know the women are the sweet ones. That's why I don't mind showing my masculine energy. But basically, I never knew it was called masculine. I just stand up for myself. Oh, like, you know, oh, you trying to try me because, you know, you're jealous that you could have what I'm having. If you're viewing somebody in a happy relationship, God is trying to tell you you can have that. You just need to do the shadow work. You need to heal. You need to stop settling for somebody to be a sneaky link that you think you could change because you got that good that's going to make them a good man. It does not work like that. Okay? He's still going to be a boy. He don't even want to pay his own bills, and he like living off of people. You really think you're going to change somebody? You're going to waste 3 years wishing that you left sooner and wish that you picked a better option. I'm just being blunt. Okay? And for my people pleasers, one thing I learned, that, like, when people used to say, oh, are you a people pleaser or da 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 da, like, this thing make your lips off. Okay? I'm not gonna lie. You really do. But that's why I'm really hard to please. Like, I over please myself. Just because. I don't want to put no title, oh, life is short or this and that. Like, I just want to live a good life. And treat people and love people. Every time I remember Jackie O, like, I was really sad. Even when men was being rude, like, oh, I know, acting like they didn't care. And it's like, you know, I had to check them because I'm like, if that was your mom or somebody that, you know, people go berserk and crazy. He's like, oh, I didn't mean, like, nah. That's why I love checking people. I love checking people because a lot of people, the reason why stuff stays safe on the playground is because that shit ain't on the internet, you know. So I know people got common sense when they put in hate comments. Sometimes people want to put comments because they trying to make you feel some type of way. That's why I don't feel no type of way. And the ones that want to talk the most shit but don't want to put it out there is really cowards. Because why would you say that? Like, and that didn't help me, you know, any better, because I'm like, damn, do people really miss you when you gone? This is how people are. Like, people don't like showing empathy. People are just heartless. People don't care. And it just made me appreciate, like, you know, I love that you love yourself. I love that your friends see that you love yourself. I love that, you know, you cater to yourself, because I'm not going to keep waiting for a man to just wake up one day and spoil me. Why not spoil myself? What's stopping me? That's one thing I love about DC Young wife. She was always optimistic. She was always kind. And, you know, sometimes I even look at myself like, why are you kind of somebody that did that to you or did this to you? And even though they family or they a friend, why, you know? Because I feel like sometimes when people are low on funds, broke, the true character comes out of them. Like, they want you to feel like dumb for helping them. It's like, you know, I just feel bad that you're not in control of your emotions. You know, you don't have faith with God. You don't see the blessing with life. You don't like to love. You feel me? You don't like to give in order to receive. You just want to receive, and think that, you know, the universe is supposed to give you more when you're not even grateful for what you got. Damn, I don't know why I'm preaching like this, bro. Shit, what the fuck? Because when I say I cried, I still got the video of me crying and saying to everybody on TikTok, pray for DC Young. Because, bro, when I tell you God did something mysterious in my, like, I had a friend, and why he was so important to me is the way how he always supported me. And you don't know this, how God, like, when I say I felt like I was going through a near-death experience, it was so bad. I was in the hospital, and God knew I was trying my best to keep myself calm. And then Ivan passed, bro. Like, you feel me? And I just want to go back to the rapey vibe, because there's a lot of people that just, a lot of men that just want to be bullies and come in like takers and feel like they a man. And that's how you know they was not raised with a father, because, you know, a real man would taught them to be patient and to be kind. And some people be using an excuse. If you really wanted a father figure, you'll go to the Boys and Girls Club. You'll find a good mentor. You'll find a good example. You wouldn't be listening to all these bad rappers that's just talking about killing, sagging their pants, and they're not a good example. They need help too. Why you think NBA, thank God the last girlfriend he's with, which is his wife, literally taught him to, like, I'm not going back to the way I was, you know? Because how he been living, it's just wrong. You feel me? And, you know, I had to learn that there's some people you can't save. You feel me? Like, I was reflecting for some people on their behalf on what they was going wrong and what they was doing wrong. But if you don't want to listen, how am I going to guide you or help you? And that's the thing. That's not my job. My job is to enjoy life and enjoy the blessings that life is going to give me. My life is not to save people. And I think that's for me being the oldest and taking care of every little one that came across when the parents had to go to work. But some people want to learn the hard way. I said hard work. The hard way, meaning they want to get hurt, burned, touching the stove maybe without me knowing. Like, that's what I mean by burn. Like, they just want to get hard head, make a soft behind, basically. And just to wrap this up, like, I learned with Lauren, like, she said something that was really, I don't trust nobody to guide my life, because when I allowed someone, they took it as, I'm gonna make you an example to, like, not trust nobody, and watch me almost ruin everything. And luckily I'm a smart girl that I'm multi-faceted, where it's like I will sell things on Mercari, even if it's my makeup or MCM bags I have, and on top of that, do Lyft and Uber and security. And but once I see someone that comfortable, it was like I was wondering why I was so, like, lagging and not hustling as hard, because I'm so depressed. Because Why would someone that you're so in love with would do something like that to you? Even when they seen what you went through with your family. You know, you're already leaving at a young age. You don't want to come back due to personal reasons. And you feel me? People really don't fuck with you for real. Some people just want to, you know, that's one thing I like about Kevin Hart. He said, like, you can't mess with good spiritual people because, like, they literally learn to, like, make everything out of joy because it's like they was there before where, you know, they was without and they was sad. But then it got to a point, like, they didn't want to dwell in that sadness. Like, this is my favorite new saying. Like, observe, but do not absorb. Meaning, like, I can see someone yelling or someone talking on the phone with their boyfriend. I will observe it, but I'm not going to absorb it. They will learn their lesson. They'll learn to start dealing with karmics or people that don't really fuck with them like that. They'll learn. Feel, but do not dwell. Like, with grief, I wish someone told me that. Because I would literally just dwell and want to rapidly get over it. But I needed to feel the emotion. Cry it out. It's okay to cry. You know, it's okay to be vulnerable. You know, I even had to stay away from people who literally try to start stuff like where they would tell me something. Yeah, I ain't see nothing. Let me see. Like, they would start something like, oh, like, they'll tell me something personal, but I'm telling you right in the house and it's only me and you in the house. Or, like, you will tell me something that I told you and we're right in the house and, like, try to make it seem like it's personal. Like, I don't like people like that. You feel me? Because to think that I'm going to start something or, like, you know, even when I seen people would get me mad and try to throw something in my face. Like, I remember somebody was just trying so much, but then they took me out to eat. And it's like, you know, I really like, it's like, bro, like, I don't care how many tactics you know. It ain't worse what I went through, okay? I don't care what culture you are. Haitian, Jamaican, it's not, you know. It was so bad, I did what Chloe did. Like, literally got my brain checked. Because I went through a lot. Like, shit I just don't want to say. Because y'all going to be mad. And y'all going to be on my side. I already got people on TikTok that be like, you went through too much shit. Like, that's crazy. Like, I can't believe people. Yeah. I can't believe it either. But there's motherfuckers out here that do that shit. Okay? Like, that's the most weirdest thing. Like, you why are you hoping that somebody use something against you and tell it in public? Like, you know, one of my good therapists, Dr. Caddy, he's retired right now. He was like, it's like they want you to have somebody, like, you know, like, start something, like, hater vibes. Because I was literally overthinking and explaining to him where he could understand. He's like, I get what you're trying to say. And it's because, like, when you got haters, like, how I attracted haters was just being on my shit. Like, I would literally act like no one's there. Even when people giving me this squint eye, like, don't want to be my friend, you know, looking at me because I'm just pretty. What the hell do pretty got to do anything? You think my bills are going to get paid because I got a pretty face? They want dineros. Lajan. What else language I got to say it? Money. They take check, Zelle, PayPal, Cash App. Be fucking for real. Because I'm just saying things, and you know, one thing Cedric Lamar said in my reading, not only I'm the black sheep, but, like, learning to be vulnerable. Because there was a time where I really thought this person was kind. It was pillow talking, but they literally forced me to, you know, and I felt like I had, and the dude is taller than me. Men are stronger than you. I'm not doing that. You feel me? Felt disgusting, and I just went about my day, and I learned to, like, you know, my interaction with men is like, they don't know how to make some women feel safe and love. And y'all come from a woman. And that's one thing. I have a video with Olivia Pope, and I'm just going to add it in and let her speak her truth, because that is truth all the way. And I don't know why people act like they don't see it like, you feel me? Because what sense if I'm a woman, dating a woman, and I'm providing everything, even for the why would you think men get the slack? Because don't y'all see how women get treated, where they let the man slack off and she take care of the baby, she paying all the rent? Like, I think God designed it that way, because women, when they have a baby, their body change, and there's a certain amount of stress a woman cannot deal with. You know, I even seen someone passed away and they had a whole husband, and you know, she was just doing everything. On top of that, you know, that's why I always want to like enforce teamwork, because it's like, you know, how can you live in a household that nobody want to work as a team? You're doomed to fail, you know, especially when you're the parent or the alpha, you know. People watch you. That's why it's like, me being a leader, I make sure I say good key points, because it's like, because I think God designed it like that, because men are able to provide and to have confidence, self-esteem that you can make 100K, you can make 6 figures. You know, if Bill Gates found a way to make money every second, there's things that people know that we could do, like helping drainage, making it better. You know, I could give a lot of ideas, like, you know, finding an ecosystem to make a light bulb for the street lights where it get recharged instead of using the energy that they use, like all them wires and cords, and use the sunlight. The sunlight is more than enough powerful to light this whole area up. Okay? That's another thing that people like. Making a company where people are enforced to give you a raise after 2 years being with the company. And I'm not going to say 3. I almost said 3, but like, no, 2 years. You know, making a company almost like Aflac, where if somebody got hurt, they get the instant gratification of a check, and they have to show proof in the next 48 hours or 72 hours of that they did broke their shoulder at the job, or they did get sick, or someone did have COVID, or show proof that they have a COVID test. And it's like, there's so much business ideas. And one thing I love about my mind, but I kind of hate, I be literally creating things. You know, you could even make a laundry app where people could pick up laundry and drop it off to their favorite. Like, I'm giving men gems. I literally seen a guy who has a video game trailer for kids. He goes to people parties and he set his thing up, and kids play in the trailer with the bounce house or wherever it's located and have a blast. Even a friend I helped with a trampoline business. I mean, not trampoline. Damn, I'm tripping. It's late. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Bounce house. And the thing is, it's crazy how a woman can make multiple incomes. And let me tell you how. I see women with kids, they'll make an Easter basket every holiday, Valentine's Day. They're making, how's they so multifaceted? Because they want to be nurturing and providing for them. And the men will just rely on a shitty job that's not even taking care of you to get you at least 5 new pair of expensive PSD underwears. Literally, the whole check goes to the rent, and you're left with $300, and that's not even covering your phone bill, your car insurance, because you know you got an expensive car, and the gas that goes in your car. Then I had someone who, he got paid good, but then the reason why he was doing even good, he was a finesser. He would get tips for, like, you know, when you're a tow truck guy, or say you work for AAA, like, listen, I'm sorry, like, there is some people who are comfortable, and you gotta learn, they're comfortable not doing much for life, and they want somebody that is comfortable with the same thing. And I'm not comfortable with the bare minimum, because I know I'm not gonna give my man the bare minimum. And y'all already know, y'all seen my channel, y'all already. And just be careful of the one that's always trying to make a problem when it shouldn't be no problem, especially if y'all under the 3-month edge. Like, they're the problem. Let me say that again for the ones that want to act confused and act like they didn't hear me. When somebody is trying to make a problem out of nothing, and they probably haven't been used to healthy love. We can use that as an excuse, but there's most 8 out of 10 chances is that they're looking for another option, and you're not the one for them. And I used to take it personal, but then it's like redirection is the blessing. Because while people out here trying to be a hoppity hip hop, smash everything that got legs, I can't be offended by that. Because you never know, God was blessing me like, no, you are worthy of more trips to Bali here and there, and that person can't take you where you need to go. You know, I'm not trying to punish you. I know you like that person. Even when people like, I will like how you treat me, how you talk to me. I don't know if people are just, yeah, it is. Like, people are so swindled by their own desires, meaning lust, and they want to smash and whatever. I'm getting sleepy, but I'm about to finish it off. Like, and that they forget to say grand rising to you. They forget to plan dates, and it's not until you tell them. It's like, that's just another person trying to build an attachment. They don't know nothing about relationship, because all the last relationship they had was attachment, meaning they was just good in bed but bad for your head. You know that thing where it's like bad hair day or something, like for your head. I like to say a phrase something like that, where it's like they can be good in bed, but they're gonna be bad for your mental health. They're gonna be bad for your head. They gonna make you be like, Lord, why did you send him to me? You feel me? That's what they're gonna have you going through. And it's gonna really be the opposite. God gonna be like, why did you accept something bare minimum? Why did you accept something that's not from you? Why would you accept something so low? Was you lonely? Did you want attention? Just love yourself, love your skin, love your body. You know, don't let nobody else's opinion get in between what's yours. And thrive, man, and shine. Jackie always say be optimistic. I literally had like a picture that I painted, and like optimist, being optimistic. Being optimistic, it's like faith, you know. You just gotta believe, you know. Sometimes I feel like before you program yourself with bad thoughts, program yourself with good thoughts. That good things is supposed to happen to you. Like Abraham or Adam Hicks, that's what she said. The lady Miss Hicks always say. You feel me? And Miss Hicks will say, like, good things are supposed to happen to me. And my life is supposed to go well. And that's what I'm on right now. You know, I don't care if I overspoil myself. I deserve everything good under the sun. Because I ain't let none of my friends get bullied. There's a time where in school people make you hate being a black woman. And, you know, the ones that would get praised would be light-skinned women. And it's just like, look at that 222, what the fuck? Oh, God. And, like, I'm speaking of facts. Even I love that woman that was light-skinned. They'll find it weird that, you know, you think she's going to be interested in you and you just bullied another woman in front of her. Was she dark-skinned, brown? Like, it's just unattractive. And one time I was playing dodgeball and nobody wanted to pick my friend because she was dark-skinned, and it was just us two and some other girl. I don't remember. I know she was right beside me. I think she was Latina. My memory is coming back. I'm sleepy, guys. I literally told him to pass me the ball, and I literally hit his head, and I got detention. I think I got, like, Saturday detention for it, and my friend always fucked with me. And her name's, like, it started with a D, but we're going to call it, like, DF, because her last name started with F, too. Isn't that iconic? Like, I don't play about that, man. Because a lot of men I came across was attachment. I think it was to reflect of what I was dating with the Pisces, because, you know, people could say they love you, but it was like an attachment. They like what you was doing for them, you know, because there's a lot of time where people be like, oh, Why you don't care about the past? I don't care about that fixed credit. Whatever I did for somebody I really did have feelings for, any ex Aquarius, Capricorn, is like, one thing I realized is that why was I not getting compliments? Why was I not being shown love for the thoughtfulness and the charismatic ways? Even when you told me, and it's like, most men are okay with the bare minimum. They like the attachment, somebody that's just a yes man to them and that will put up with their shit and not tell them where you're going wrong and that you do need to get your life together. I did love that some people had aunties that was nursing, telling them that it's important to have your life together, because it's like your mom will want that for you. And people don't know the blessing, like your parents being here. Like, your parents should have to be on your behind every day. If you see somebody not even ambition or thriving to want better, and like, one thing I like about me is like, I know how many ways I could make money from home, and like, besides my SD shop, there's a lot of ideas I want to take into action. And start back selling wigs too, like, and I'm not afraid to say no refund, because what they're getting is a beautiful item and I put thought into it. But I love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't settle for somebody you keep texting every day, and they choose not to respond, especially if they already put the phone setting at delivery. They read that shit. Okay? Don't let nobody gaslight you. Oh, you just not used to a good guy like me. Like, first of all, sir, you were such a good guy, you would have been new to text, be patient. And some of these men wasn't raised by a good father, and it shows, or a father at all. And it's like, the thing about wounds, daddy mommy issues, is if you claim it. And some people, without them claiming it, they have it. Like, and they don't want to heal, and they just feel like they should have their way. And those type of people that will never learn, because if the people never get consequences for their bad actions, they will never know that they're really the bad guy. And some of them know they're the bad guy, they just don't care, and they just wonder how they can't get to you. And it's like, because I love myself and I know my worth, and I'm a good person, and I feel like I shouldn't settle for anything I don't want to settle for. And yeah, that'll make them attractive to you and like you more without you knowing, because I didn't know that. I thought that checked them and they would leave me alone. But you gotta find that part that shows you, that turned you off. Like, they not texting you consistently. They only hit you up when they want to talk about something they want, or it could be like, they only want to talk about intimacy. Relationship is not only about intimacy. That's why I said when I made that video, imagine relationship without sex. Because people will have to learn how to have good communication. People will have to learn to be nice to one another. People will have to learn that it's also being there emotionally and other things. People just want to do the basic thing, just spend. And when are we gonna learn to money manage? When are we gonna learn to like take care of our priorities? When are we gonna learn that it's not all about lust and desire? Because you relieving all that stress. There's many ways to relieve your stress and mentally make yourself strong. It's going to the gym, it's meditating, it's long walks, it's praying to God. You'll be surprised at how many people live the years that they live and barely have a prayer routine with God. Like, they don't even pray day or night to Him. Been living year after year after year after year. Probably only talk to them when they in a finances crisis. I said Christly, or when they sick and they feel like they're about to go. You know, like, you know, when you be sick and you feel like you're dying and you're not, but it's just like, you feel me? Y'all like, comment, subscribe. I love you guys. See y'all in the next video. I try to keep this video short, but I guess the longer it is, the better it is.
Can't leave us today without knowing one of them tools.
Let me give y'all some gems. Or these are things that I work.
Okay.
That work for me.
Okay.
All right? I'm better than this moment. It will pass.
Ooh, so good.
Don't be afraid to be a beginner.
Yes.
You don't have to have everything fucking figured out all the time. You could be a beginner.
It's okay.
Be a beginner. It's fine.
It's the only way to do something new. It's the only way.
When you think you have it figured out versus when you don't, you're at conflict. You've sold yourself a dream that's not a reality. You're a beginner. Own it. If I give grace to you, I must give grace to myself. There's nobody else that should get more grace than I give to myself. So that's patient. And this is who I have an emotional support coach. That's what I like to call her.
Love that.
And she's one of my best friends, Kelly. We came up with this together. I love myself at and in every evolution, both beneficial and non-beneficial, good, bad, or indifferent. I honor myself for operating in the fullness that I could at that time and at that space. I'm proud of myself for the bravery to grow. I'm proud of myself for finding tools and figuring this shit out. I will give myself grace to figure it out. Grace to stumble. Grace to pause. I highlight and I cancel. This is my favorite. I highlight and I cancel all contracts and agreements that don't serve me for my highest good. And I give myself permission to evolve as often as I need to in any way that I need to without explanation. I'm not explaining shit.
Yes. I'm going to memorize this.
I'll send it to you.
I need that.
I'll send it to you.
We're going to post that as a clip and we're going to put the words up so it just goes in your head and it's good.
To the lives we lead.
To the lives we lead.
To the dreams we chase.
To the dreams we chase.
To the moments that we make and to the fucked up shit we can't erase.
To the moments we make and fucked up shit we can't erase.
Cheers to you,
Salute, baby.
Women can't have as much rights as men because Christ wasn't a woman. Well, where did your Christ come from? Where did your Christ come from? He came from God and a woman. Man didn't have nothing to do with it.